Hey you guys, what's going on? Here is the review on the Echotech Radions, as I promised you guys. Um, uh, just for starters, um, I I will never buy any other lighting fixture from now on besides LEDs. It will always be an LED lighting fixture. One, just because with metal halides, the heat that they cause in your tank and the energy that they consume is too much. The energy of running a chiller and metal halides on your tank is very, very expensive, and eventually it's just going to add up to the cost of your LED fixture. So it makes more sense to get LEDs in the beginning, anyways. Also, T5s, I like them. They don't put out as much heat, but the bulbs, you have to replace them once a year, once every 6 months, people say, and that gets expensive if you're running an 8 bulb fixture. With LEDs, they say they last up to 10 years. I don't know yet. I don't know with the Radions if they really do last 10 years. But, it's. I guess I'll find out in 10 years if they're still going. But, the Echotech Radion is a great fixture. There is very, very, very little that I have bad to say about it. With the quality, I have nothing bad to say about it. With the features, nothing. Let's start with this fixture over here first, though. I had two of these fixtures over my tank before. Some of you have probably seen them. You get them off eBay. They're 120 watts a piece. Except the problem with these fixtures is right here. They're 120 watts, but they're 2-watt LEDs. There's 55 of them. And you guys, you never, ever do under 3-watt LEDs on your reef tank. And I would always recommend going with a name brand LED like Cree. That's what the Echotech Radion uses is Cree LEDs. They use 3 and 5-watt LEDs. But the Echotech Radion is 120 watts too, but it consists of 3 and 5-watt LEDs, and this only consists of 2-watt LEDs. The problem with the 2-watt LEDs is they don't put out the right spectrum for your corals. They don't put out the right PAR and lumens and all that stuff that you're going to need for your corals to thrive, especially SPS. With this lighting fixture right here, I got two of them off eBay for about, I think, $400 total. I think they were like $200 a piece around there. And they're great with LPS. They're great with soft corals. My torches and my frog spawns and all that did great under these lights. Well, actually, not really my frog spawn. Basically, my torches, my polyps, and my brains all did good under this light. But the first SPSs that I put under there, they bleached out. They turned brown, and some of them died. Some of them are still in my tank, but they're still kind of brown, and they're kind of trying to come back. But if you're going to get these lights off eBay, I recommend only doing it for soft corals or LPSs. But it does use less energy. It doesn't emit any heat. It has 3 fans in the back. You're not going to have any heat issues. They're good for LPS, like I said. Good for soft corals, but do not put SPS with these at all. They will not survive. But those lights, just always watch for the watts of your LEDs, and just never do anything under 3-watt LEDs, because you're not going to get good quality. So that's that fixture. That's what I used to use. Now let's get to the Radions. I love the Radions. They're a great fixture. They're the best fixture I've ever gotten. They will probably be the only fixture that I will ever get unless they come out with a more high-tech fixture or something like that. But I mean, this is about as high-tech as it gets. Starting here though, I'm just going to show you the LEDs that are in there. They're all Cree, as you can see. There's Cool White, Royal Blue, Blue, Green, and Hyper Red. And I believe the Hyper Red and the Green are the 5 watt, and then the rest are 3 watts. But each fixture in total is 120 watts. And I mean, it's more than enough light for corals, or for a deep tank too. If you have a 110-gallon tank and it's 30 inches deep, these lights are great because they penetrate the water very well. The lumens and the PAR at deep depths are amazing. Here's the coverage. It's equivalent to a 250 watt metal halide. I mean, it covers a 24 by 24 inch space, which that's why I have 2 over my 75-gallon tank. They're great fixtures. Here's the power consumption of them. A lot less than metal halides. I mean, these lights are great. I'm going to take you over to the tank here. Sorry for the blurriness. There we go. I mean, these fixtures are amazing. First thing we're going to talk about is what I don't like about them. And there's really only one thing that I don't like about them. And, well, actually, yeah, it has to be the price. I know this is a high-tech technology. It's new. It's very, very nice. I love it. I will always get these fixtures, but $750 for one fixture, it's a pretty penny. And I mean, that's the only downfall to these fixtures is the price. It's probably one of the most expensive LED fixtures out on the market right now. But I have to tell you right now, it's worth it. It is worth the money. Trust me, you're going to get what you pay for in this instance. At first I was reluctant to get these just because of the price tag, but I took the plunge, and I mean, my tank has just thrived with these on here. I mean, the growth patterns are the best I've seen out of any fixture that I've ever had. I mean, I love these lights, and I think the price is probably the only downfall to them. Now let's get into the good about these fixtures. First good thing about these fixtures is they have individual lenses, as you can see up there. Now, unlike the fixture that I had over there, it's one big pile of LEDs. So if one burns out, or if it burns out, you have to buy a whole new fixture, and that means it's going to cost more. Now with these, if one lens burns out, Echotech makes the lenses separate. So what you do is all you have to do is unscrew one of those lenses and pop in a new one. That's going to save a lot of money in the long run. That way you don't have to buy a whole new fixture. That's what's really, really nice about those, is the individual lenses that you can replace. And I'm sure Echotech Marine will have different types of lenses, like with different color varieties and all that, which that'll be cool too. That way you can mix it up or have some kind of variety in your LED tank, in your LEDs. They also have a fan in them that actually draws the air up and cools the heatsink. People were worried at first about salt creep issues, but I mean, I'm not worried about that. I've been running these fixtures for what, like 3 months now, and I've not had a salt creep issue at all. But I mean, there's been no salt creep on the fans. Actually, there has been barely any, and there's none on the lens. It doesn't cause any issues, so that's nothing to worry about. It helps keep the light cool, because I mean, LEDs still do get hot. I mean, they still do get hot on the heatsink, and that's what needs to be cooled. But no issues with that, so don't worry about that. Another thing that I like about these LEDs is I mean, of course, the lumen and par. They put out more lumens and par than any metal halides, than any other LED fixtures that I've seen, unless it's a custom-made LED fixture. But I mean, it's exactly what you need, lumens and par-wise and light-wise. It's not too much, and it's not too little. And I mean, it's perfect. And I mean, if you want to get really into lumens and pars and lighting parameters and stuff like that, I would suggest going to New York Stilo's channel. He did like a whole lighting thing about lumens and par and stuff like that, so I would advise you to go check that out. But I'm not going to get into all that because it's already been done. Another thing that I like about the Echotechs is the syncing with the Vortec pumps. They sync together, so when it goes into night mode, or when your lights turn off at night, your pumps go into night mode, and it's like I don't know, like a moon cycle, I should say, or like what it would be at night in the ocean. It's pretty cool. Everything's wirelessly linked. That's awesome. So you don't have to link them up together. It just does it by its own. Another thing is just the programmability with these lights is amazing. I mean, I can do thunderstorms. I can do cloud cover. I can ramp up like each individual color of LED as much as I want at any time of day I want. I mean, it does it for you. All you do is set a few times during the day and it slowly ramps up and down for you, which is great. I mean, that's a great thing to have. Also, when you do get new fish or new corals, you don't want to turn on your lights and shock them, right? So that's another thing about the Radions that's great, is because you can slowly acclimate your fish or your coral to your tank. That way you're not shocking them just by turning on some metal halides or turning on T5s and stuff like that. You can slowly acclimate them to that. That's another great thing about these fixtures. Now, LEDs, I've always been researching about them and looking at them just because they don't have heat issues. That's another great thing about these Radions, is I have maybe a 0.2 degree shift in my temperature of my tank a day. Maybe. It might go from maybe 77.7 to 77.9. That's it. That's like the max temp change that I have in my tank. But I never see temperature swings. That just is better for the overall health of the fish and the coral. And I mean, you don't get that with any other fixture that I've noticed, except like Aqua Illuminations, same thing. The Souls, those are really nice LED fixtures too, but they're still not don't have all the capabilities that the Radions do, and that's why I went a little bit more expensive and got the Radions. But I'm telling you guys, these fixtures are great. They're totally worth the money. They're the best out there. They've been awarded the best out there, and I wouldn't get anything else. So, I mean, thank you guys for watching. if you guys were on the bubble about buying these fixtures or not. I hope this helped you decide what you were going to do. Be ready for more updates, more reviews, and stuff like that. And I'll make a new video here soon. See you guys later.